Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to speak to you about matters spiritual. I'd like to show you a few things. If this is spiritual, so too is this. And if this is spiritual, so is this. This is a candle, by the way. If these are spiritual, so are these. If this is spiritual, so too must this be. If this is spiritual, then so is this. And what a good idea. And finally, if this is spiritual, then so is this. So what is spiritual, actually? Well, it's relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul, as opposed to material or physical things. Now, I know I'm sounding very pedantic about this word, and we've really broadened our definition, our understanding of that definition. We've given it a new meaning in this current time, but I've also noticed in my reason for making this video that there seems to be this attachment to belonging to a kind of club, as if you have to have certain cards to belong, certain things that you have to carry or do, certain practices that you must adhere to. And I have to tell you, that makes absolutely no sense at all. Think about it for a moment. We are all spirit. Spirit is the life, the energetic spark that runs through all of us and runs through everything. So actually, all the things that you saw are spiritual, and everything around me. It's comprised of energy as manifest in dense, focused form. And it's all fast vibrating particles of energy. Quantum mechanics supports this notion. So we are all energy and we are all spirit. And this is available, this experience of so-called spirituality, which is really just life moving through us, to each and every one. But back to the definition that we've currently worked with and understand. If we're all spiritual, that means we can all access this, as I said, and that means anyone, anywhere, whether they have a single belonging or not, whether they have this practice or not, is just as able to be this. Now, we tend to think of this as a kind of alternative word to religion, and often relating to the things such as meditation or the I can't even think of how to define this word actually, because I don't really relate to it. I find that I'm relating to the world around me as very much an opportunity to reveal myself to me. Everything I see outside of myself is a reflection of what I'm holding within myself, and to me that's spiritual. But if you're seeking oneness with all things, then any attachments that you hold will obviously be a block to that experience, and they reveal something else to you. So maybe the most spiritual thing that anyone can do is to see the construct that you've created, including your attachments, to see it and lean into it. And finally, to accept all, to love and accept all of you. And it's through that kind of so-called, don't like this word either in relation to this, healing, because we're not broken, but I'll use that word to make my point. The healing of the so-called wounds that you seem to believe you carry, and me too. Through that process of releasing that, you may come to know everything that is and the everything that you are. So we are all spiritual.